Stephen Hoffman is a devout Donald Trump supporter and he joins us now from Florida. Good morning to you. Tell me, what do you like about Donald Trump?
Well, he's self-funded. He's completely destroyed political correctness. He speaks his mind. He takes out every one of his opponents who attacks him. He's a good change for politics. You know, the toilet is not going to flush itself, and he's there to flush the Republicans and the Democrats that are in the establishment out.
Stephen, a lot of people like yourself say that they really admire the fact that he speaks his mind. He doesn't feel constrained by any notions of accepted discourse. Is it okay for a president to speak his mind, particularly when so much of what's on his mind is so offensive to so many people?
You know, the people that you're talking about are people that are offended if the wind blows. These are people that are offended by the name Redskins. These are people that are offended
like
by somebody who writes Trump, chalk. No, the American Indians aren't offended by Redskins.
Certainly women have been offended by some of his
Everybody's going to be offended by everything. Being offended is good sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So, Steve, you've got a few daughters. If one of your daughters went for a job interview, for example, when she grew up, and the boss essentially told her that she would only get the job if she was a nice piece of ass and that she'd look good on her knees in the job interview, would you think that was acceptable?
I don't think that would be acceptable at all.
But that's what Donald has said.
If you know anything about Donald Trump, he pays his women executives more than his men in his organization.
I'm just quoting what Donald has said, though. So it's not other people saying that about him. That's what he's said.
Exactly. You know what I'm more offended by? People, sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. What I'm offended by is people allowing people to identify themselves as a man or a woman for the day and going into the bathroom with my wife, my sister, or my daughters. That's what I'm offended by. And anybody that would support anything like that is absolutely, it's just ridiculous. So, you know, actions offend people. If words offend people, you need to get punched in the face.
So you're not offended by Trump's comments, but clearly a lot of people are, which begs the question, what would he be like on a world stage? Has he got the diplomatic skills to handle world leaders when, if you offend a country, you know, it can have pretty devastating consequences?
Absolutely. They need to be offended. We're offended every day.
Trump supporters have been accused of being racist, sexist, xenophobic, and in some cases just uneducated. How do you respond to that?
My girl is black. My kids are biracial. If you know anything about the Democratic Party, they were selling minorities. They were selling minorities as slaves when the Democratic Party started. They own everything about slavery, Jim Crow laws, all the social programs that hold minorities back to this day. The black unemployment rate has doubled since Obama took office. Okay, so and what Trump said about Mexicans, he didn't say all Mexicans are racist murderers or drug dealers. He said they're sending rapists and murderers and drug dealers over. There's a big difference there.
Yeah, he also said, I'm sure some Mexicans are okay, meaning I think the majority are not.
I'm sure some are okay. And if you're offended by that, then
like if you're a Mexican, for example.
Because he didn't call all Mexicans that. So if you're offended, then hey, the truth hurts sometimes. You have to deal with it. But sugarcoating everything through political correctness is what has destroyed this country.
Yeah,
and all right. Well, and we're not trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah, you can imagine if someone will be offended if you called them a rapist and they're not a rapist. That's not political correctness. That is genuine and justified offence, Stephen.
If you're not a rapist, then why would you be offended by it?
Because Donald Trump called you that.
Stephen, we do appreciate it. This is the great thing
about... But if you're not a rapist, then why would you be offended?
Okay, bye-bye, numbnut. Are you offended by that?
Oh. Stephen.
Not at all.
Well, you should
Absolutely not.
be. You should be. No one should talk to another person like that.
Oh, I should be. Okay. Well, I'm not as soft as you are, so I'm not offended that easily.
All right.
If I was
Well,
hit in the face,
Stephen,
maybe I'll be a
cheerio,
little
Stephen.
offended. But I was taught something when I grew up: sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me.
That's because no one generally calls white middle-class males names that can hurt them. But anyway, thank you, Stephen. It's an interesting
okay.
insight. Thank you.
Thank